But anyways, what's up, guys? Mendy here. Today I kind of just want to talk about getting your first bike, what you should look out for, the steps you should take to get your first bike, all that. So, I mean, the first question I always hear people say is, what's a good starter bike, what is a good starter bike? And to be honest with you, there's no really right answer to that question. There's a lot of factors that go into what can be a good starter bike for you. Everyone, I mean, there's your general good starter bikes that are good for everyone, like an R3 or a Ninja 250 or a Ninja 300, but it all kind of comes down to your personal preference, because you could want a cruiser, you want to be comfortable, or you just like the cruiser style, you'll buy like a Rebel or a Vulcan, or a Harley. But there's no really, I guess, consensus best starter bike. But I mean, if you had to pick one, I mean, I'd pick the Ninja 400. But yeah, I mean, you kind of just have to think about what kind of riding you're going to be doing, what kind of riding you want to be doing in the future. So, at least you could practice on a bike that is similar to what you're, buying for your second bike. Because let's be honest, when you get your first bike, you're not going to keep it for very long. It's going to be something that you just have to practice on, something that you're just going to learn the basics on, You're going to have it for maybe, I would go for like 2 to 6 months at most. And some people just have it for like a month or so, or even just a week, just to learn the basics. But again, it just comes down to, what kind of riding you want to do. You can get a dual sport, you can get whatever. Just get something that's low CCs, something that is, controllable, nothing that's too snappy, nothing that's too heavy. Get something that you're comfortable with controlling, that's short enough for you, if you're short, or tall enough for you to feel comfortable. Just don't start on a 600. I will tell you that. Starting on a 600, terrible idea. The power band is just, it's not predictable enough for you to control it. It's something that, I mean, it's not predictable enough for you to control it. It kind of just explodes at you, If you feel like that you're comfortable keeping it in the lower RPMs when you're first starting, then, I mean, by all means, get a 600, but 90% of people are not going to be that disciplined to just keep it in the lower RPMs. They're going to want to push this thing. I mean, look at it. I mean, it goes to 16K. Why wouldn't you want to try to go to 16K on this thing, right? So, there's really no reason to get a 600 for your first bike. Oh, we got a train. I'm going to be late. There's really no reason to get a 600 for your first bike unless you really want to, you really feel confident in that. I mean, I've had a couple of friends who've gotten hurt getting a 600 on their first bike, and it's not pretty, man. It's not. I mean, stay away from it. The only 600 I would say to get is a 650. But I guess, I mean, I kind of just want to go through also the steps of, I guess, starting riding. You really should learn the dangers of riding. Everyone should. Not even just people who want to ride, but people in cars should know the dangers of riding. Just so you know, to be more aware of motorcycles and, the harm that can come to them. And obviously, I'm not doing this as like you gotta be careful around motorcycles kind of thing. But like, some motorcycle riders are stupid. But it's all about just knowing, what could happen to these people if they were to get into an accident. And you as a rider should also do some research into how dangerous it is and, how often people die on it. Because it's not something that you really want to just take lightly. I mean, obviously you want to have fun on it. That's the whole reason you're getting a bike, is to have fun on it. But you should understand the dangers before you do go out riding, because that way you'll be more careful. You'll be more cautious about, how you're riding, where you're riding, and you won't be stupid. Pretty much, you won't be stupid with what you do on a bike. So once you get that into your brain, and you understand the dangers of it, and you understand why you want to ride, then I mean you could start doing research on, you could watch videos on how to ride. There's a bunch of YouTube videos online that'll teach you how to ride. Clutch control, shifting, rev matching, downshifting, braking, everything. Low speed stuff. U-turns, all of that. There's plenty of YouTube videos online for you to help with that. And I think that should be the next step you take to see if you actually would love to ride, because the part of riding is learning how to ride, and if you are like, oh, I don't really want to learn, and learning seems kind of tedious to you, then it's kind of pointless for you to start looking for a bike to buy. But that kind of takes me to the next step, is decide what bike you want to get. I personally would stay away from purchasing a new bike, only because as a new rider, yeah, it's bumpy ass road. Because as a new rider, you're definitely going to drop that bike. And I know that because I've also done it multiple times with multiple different bikes. So don't buy a new bike. Well, you can if you want, but I would stay away from buying a new motorcycle, just because you're probably going to end up dropping it. You're going to be sad that you scratched up your new toy. So at least with the used one, if you drop it, you won't be too sad about it, because eventually you're probably going to sell that thing anyway and upgrade. So at least with the used one, I dropped it, whatever. You're prepared for the fall, right? I mean, if you do get a new bike though, you can buy things to protect your bike from fall damage. Fall damage. You can purchase things that will protect your bike when you do inevitably drop it, like frame sliders, bar ends, and like spool sliders, or even like the stunt cage would be like, the ultimate weapon against scratching up your fairings. But I mean, I wouldn't spend all that money on a bike that you're eventually going to upgrade from. Just pay half the cost for a used bike. Learn on that for a couple of months and sell it. And then you can go once you're experienced, you can go purchase a new toy. Yeah, I mean, next up will be research what bike you want to get. Ninja 400s, 250s, sorry, Ninja 250s, 300s. Those are all great bikes to start on. And just kind of, like I said earlier, decide what kind of riding you want to do. You want to do just street riding, you want to do track riding. I mean, don't, I guess I shouldn't go there. Don't go on the track as a beginner. Really learn how to ride first. But if you eventually want to take it to the track, then get a bike that you will be able to take to the track and enjoy on the track, So, my bike's been hot. So just do research on what kind of bike you want to get. Watch review videos on those bikes that you're looking at. You can see what other people think about it, and make your best judgment on what bike you want to get. And just scour the marketplace for a good low-priced bike, and you'll be golden. I will say right now, as this video is being recorded, the market for motorcycles is atrocious. It is not good. Everything's overpriced. I saw 250 up for like $3K the other day. I don't know if anyone's actually gonna buy that, but like, holy shit, people are overpricing things. I'm gonna continue this later. We're about to be at the gym, so what bike you want to buy? But yeah, I mean, look on Marketplace, look for good deals. Think about what bike you want to get. Make sure it's a reliable one. I mean, you're only gonna have it for maybe about a couple months, so just as long as it's able to run reliably through this first couple months, and you're able to practice and ride it as much as you want. Yeah, just find something. I mean, I'd recommend like a used Ninja 400, 300, 250. Whatever you're looking for. Or I mean, if you plan on getting like a new 400 or R3 as your second bike, Then maybe just get a 250 just so you could practice on it and you understand how it all works. So once you get the bike, you know, you got tax, title, registration, all that. Yeah, so, I mean, look for whatever bike you want to get, you know, check your marketplace, check your local listings, whatever, man. Make sure you have a truck to bring it home, or you know someone that can ride it home for you, because you should not trust yourself to ride at home by yourself, especially if it's a little further. If it's, you know, down the street, whatever, fine, you do your research, know how to ride, whatever, and, you know, fucking get it, you know, ride it home. But no, I definitely recommend bringing it home first with someone that knows how to ride, or on, you know, a truck or a flatbed or something, just so you don't risk injuring yourself. But once you get the bike, you choose the bike, you bought the bike, right? You want to look at, you want to take it to a parking lot and just start practicing on it, you know? Anything low speed, you know, low speed maneuvers, you know, learn how the clutch works, learn how the shifter works, learn how the brakes, you know, react to you. You really want to get comfortable with this bike so you can be safe when you're on the road. But again, do this in a parking lot. Don't do this on public streets. It's not safe. You're gonna hurt someone. You're gonna hurt yourself. Once you do that, you know, you feel comfortable. You can take it the route of going out on the street without your license, but I'd recommend to take the MSF course, because the MSF course was actually a really big help, especially for me. It's usually a 3 or 5 day class. It depends. I mean, I think it just depends on where you're at, if your state even offers an MSF course. But the course is very helpful in teaching you all the basics and, you know, everything to just create a nice base for, you know, how you ride and riding safe. And at the end of the class, you take a test from all the skills that you learned from the class. And if you pass that test, they'll send you out a voucher, they'll mail you out a voucher. And with that voucher, you could just, I guess not really a voucher, they'll just mail you out a card. You could bring that card to the DMV, and you could get your motorcycle license right away. And then, I mean, once you have your motorcycle license, I mean, you're golden. You could start going out on the street, but don't, you know, just keep practicing while you're riding on the street. Don't be stupid. Don't do stupid stuff. Just really learn to appreciate the bike. And let me get out of this guy's way. Really learn to appreciate the bike and enjoy it for what it is. Don't try to overstep your abilities. Yeah, but once you get your license, just learn to enjoy it. Go out as often as you can. Practice the bike. You know, street riding's a lot different than, you know, what you practice in the parking lot or at the MSF course. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I'm open to ideas. This is my first time doing this kind of, I guess, moto vlog style type of video. And I mean, I can really use some feedback. I don't even know how the audio sounds right now, but it could sound completely terrible, or what. I mean, I don't know, but just, you know, give me ideas, give me feedback on how I can improve this, or, you know, video ideas, whatever. Just, you know, guys, comment down below what you want to see next, and I can make a video on it when I'm back out and it's nice out, and I don't have work or anything. So, yeah, thanks for watching. You guys have a good day. Peace.